Hi Shogi fans, we've got a new video series here in which I present many shogi strategies, especially opening Jousekis. So today we're going to take a look into Quick Ishida's Attack when it's played by black. Quick Ishida's Attack starts by pawn 7f, pawn 3d, and then pawn 7e. At this position, white has several options here. Actually, he can decline Quick Ishida's Attack by, for instance, Siri to 6b or King to 4b. We'll go into these moves in other video, so let's take a look at the pawn 8d, where white accepted Quick Ishida's Attack, and which leads to the most famous book line in Quick Ishida's Attack. Now black plays rook 7h. At this position, white might trade the bishops and then drop it to here, creating a fork. But black has a good countermeasure for this. He can play bishop to 7f. Well, he defends this square and simultaneously attacking here. So if he promotes the bishop, you can promote it too. And you see, in this position, your horse is more effective than this horse. And also, if he protects that square, then you can protect this square. Now his bishop can get promoted. So in this position, basically white won't make bishop trade, because as I've explained earlier in my video lesson series, making a bishop trade simply loses one move. So now white goes pawn 8e. So this is the basic position of Quick Ishida's Attack by black. And it's a very exciting opening, because white's going to attack this square, and you're going to attack this square. And bishop trade can occur anytime. One of the options you have here is go ahead and attack pawn 7d. This move was originally thought to be not so good, but it's becoming popular these days because a new good move is found in the following lines. But we'll leave that to another video, and in this one we're going to take a look at the most popular book lines, where you play king 4h. You don't attack, you don't defend, just move the king. Well, what if white goes pawn 8f? Well, if you do that, well, then white is trapped, because after pawn captures and rook retakes, what's your next move? Well, you go pawn 7d, and if he takes it, yeah, bishop trade and king rook fork. So you win. Now if white can't take this pawn, he's in a big trouble. For example, if he goes silver 6b, this won't help, because bishop trade and forking the rook and silver. The rook can promote, but you can take the silver, and this is obviously good for black. And also, well, the best he can is abandoning his rook here and then retake the pawn. But in this case, you can simply create a dragon. Well, at this position, white can make, for instance, this bishop fork, but you know, this dangling pawn is too powerful, so he has no choice but to block it. So it's still good for black. Alright, so now you see white can go pawn 8f here. So his next move is silver 6b, preparing for black's attack to here. So now the most famous book line goes pawn 7d, and if white captures it, you'll see this famous book line here. You make a bishop trade and fork the rook and the silver. Well, it looks like your tactics has succeeded, but actually not. White has a good countermeasure for this. You know what that is? It's silver 7c, blocking the bishop and simultaneously protecting this silver. So now what are you going to do? Well, here you can go rook takes 7d. Well, if he takes it, you can easily win the game. But he has to do something about this, because he leaves it that way. Black's going to take it and it's a fork. And black's gonna simply win the game. So how does white defend here? Well, bishop 3c seems pretty good, but in this case you can go bishop takes 3c and knight takes, rook takes, and it's good for black. Well, this is the reason why you had to move the king to here. If the king was in its original square, he would have this bishop drop, and your king and the dragon would get forked. So a bishop 3c is not good. How about protecting here with the gold? Well, in this case, you can take the silver. He takes the rook, but it's better for black too. So actually, the best move here is bishop 6d. If he takes it with the bishop, the silver can go away. Then you have this powerful check, and you can force a rook trade. But actually, white has a good move here. It's rook 8b, preventing black from dropping the rook here, and also attacking this bishop. And after bishop falls back, he has this fork. So, you shouldn't take it with your bishop. Now, how about taking with the rook? Well, it doesn't work either, because he'll take it with the silver, and you can have this powerful check again, but white can defend this attack. Maybe you can abandon the bishop and keep attacking, but your attack will be exhausted here. And at this position, you can also check from this way, but he'll block it by the rook, so your attack has failed. So actually, the book move here is rook takes 7c. Now taking with the bishop isn't good, because you can drop a pawn here, and also taking with the knight is almost the same thing. You can drop a pawn here. So the book line here is bishop takes 5e, dragon takes 8b, and then bishop recaptures 8b. And here black now plays rook 8c, white defends by gold 7b, and you create a dragon to 5e. White now plays bishop 9d. The best place for dragon to fall to is 7e, aiming at the gold and threatening silver 8e. But he goes bishop 6d and dragon 6f. Well, actually, it is said that this position is not so good for black, although black has made a dragon. However, if this game was an amateur game, maybe black can take advantage of the situation, because it looks like it's easy for you to win by making the best use of this dragon. Maybe one of the good ways here for black is to try to attack this bishop. For instance, after king 4b, silver 7h, and silver 3c, king 3h, king 3b, and now you go pawn 9f. If white just go gold 4b, for instance, you go ahead and go pawn 9e, bishop ac. Well, he can't go this way, because he'll lose one bishop. If he folds back, this bishop's dead. So he goes bishop 8c, silver 8d, bishop 9b, pawn 9d. Recaptures pawn 9c, knight takes, and lands 9d. Well, I think this position is good for black. And another move I have to show you is, at this position you've seen rook 8c, but you also have rook 8d, right? In this case you can't make a dragon, but after he defended gold 7b, you have this good pawn drop, 7c. After it's taken, silver 8c. This seems to be also a good attack, although it's still not easy to win. Well, if you don't drop the pawn and just go silver 8c, it doesn't work. See? He can save both the pieces. Alright, so now you've learned these famous book lines, but actually At this point, when you played pawn 7d, white has another option. Instead of taking it, he can also play gold 7b, just protecting the square. And actually in this way, he can decline the book's moves you've just seen. After you took the pawn, he retakes by the silver, pawn 7d, and here he goes silver 6d. After you go king 3h, avoiding the bishop fork here, you're defending the square, maybe pawn 7e. This will be another equal game, but it's totally different from the book lines you've seen. Alright, that's all for this video. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.